guys, this is Chris KAEL from Five Finger Death Punch. You're with Loud TV. It is different. You know, with Death Punch, we always try to kind of keep Death Punch what it is, but take a couple of different chances as well. You know, the last album we did, Volume 1, Volume 2 of The Wrong Side of Heaven, we kind of experimented with, you know, guest vocals and whatnot. That was kind of the thing on that one. With this new one, are you aware of the backstory behind the Jekyll and Hyde? Do you know how that song came about? That verse in that song is an actual voicemail recording of Ivan. Ivan gets in these moods sometimes and will call us up late at night, and you know, it's like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and we're all like, I'm not answering this. It's going straight to voicemail. That late at night, just go to voicemail. So that was an angry message that he had left for Jason Hook on his voicemail recorder. So when the music was being written, we was like, let's try something different and have that actual voicemail message. And that's what you hear on the verses of that. It's just, it's messed with a little bit for the studio to make sure that it fits rhythmically, but that's an actual voicemail recording of Ivan at 3 o'clock in the morning letting us know how mad he was. Same producer, yes sir. We used Kevin Churko again. He's pretty much like the 6th member of Death Punch. He's one of those guys. We're all very alpha male and very so he's perfect at rounding all of us up and putting together the best of what we do. We killed ourselves on the last one. You know, that was a hard record, just in the sense of it wasn't so hard in writing because we write all the time. So it just happened to be during that process, during that cycle, we had plenty of songs, tried to put those out, and we didn't want to give away any of them or lose any of them, so put out a double album. But this time, just a single album. The mentality of Got Your Six, which is the new record title, is we wanted like a hard rocking kind of metal album. You know, we've had some great success with songs like Coming Down, Remember Everything, kind of lighter fare, and we're great at doing that. But this album cycle, we were kind of in a pissed off place, and it shows on the record. Yeah. So good 4/4 stomps. Kind of, if I had to tell somebody what it was like going into it, we wanted to kind of keep it like lift me up and under and over it. That was the vibe we're going for. So there's one really heavy song. I can't remember. I mentioned this song every time I do an interview, and I need to learn the damn name of it because I remember the chorus. But when you're listening to it, the chorus goes click clack reload. It's my new favorite Death Punch song. Heavy. We had lots of different pieces that didn't end up on the record. Basically, the way we write, all 5 musicians kind of write on their own, eventually get together, kind of have like a committee where we'll all listen to the riffs, be like, okay, I like that one. The other one, don't use that one, but this one right here. So we had a lot of pieces that weren't used, but once we get into the songwriting process, we pretty much use what we put our efforts into. Because if we put that much effort into it, doing what we do in Death Punch, it's going to be up to the standards that we hold for ourselves. So if it gets to song, then most likely we're going to use it. Very few songs don't get used once we put them out. Yeah, because if we take the time to get it to that level of being a song, you know, we've gone over it and know it's the best Death Punch can do, and that's going to make it to the album for sure. Yeah, exactly. You got 5 brothers out on the road, and all 5 brothers are trying to vie to be the big dog. I mean, you know, we all very confident in ourselves, but we know that Death Punch works with those 5 very different personalities. So yeah, shit happens. You know, I certainly don't feel good about how things went down. I mean, as brothers, you're going to fight behind the scenes a lot, but that one kind of spilled out on the stage, and I'm a very positive person, and negative shit like that pisses me off. So enough said on that one. Well, I mean, fuck. I think right now we have the strongest lineup that Death Punch has ever had. We all work really well together. We are all adept at addressing stuff when it needs to be addressed and avoiding stuff when you can get away with it, you know? So personality-wise, I like to think that this lineup is going to last quite some time. So, I mean, we finished the final puzzle with me because I've joined 4 years ago, so no more changes. I was the last one. The mentality behind the touring cycles for us was to get things as big as possible in the States, which it is right now, and then to be able to come over and do that same thing in Europe without the audience in the United States kind of dwindling. So we got it to a certain point where it's able to maintain itself, and now we're coming over to Europe to do the exact same thing. These festivals we've been playing have been absolutely incredible. I'm just like, when you think you have momentum, and then you hit something else, you're like, wait, there's still more trajectory to go. Right now, that's the process that we feel we're in. Things are full speed ahead, and then you hit a festival like Hellfest over here and have that ridiculous, crazy reaction, and you know things are still going up. So the star is still shining bright, and we're quite pleased with everything right now. It feels exactly how you would think it would feel. Fucking incredible. It's a good feeling. And even today, going into where our dressing room is. Our dressing room is here. Billy Idol is right next to us. And I'm like, this life is crazy. Absolutely insane. Yeah. And then to be touring with Judas Priest, we're doing those off dates with Judas Priest. And Rob Halford watches our set every day. I get to watch Rob Halford's set every day. You know, 13-year-old me is inside screaming like, ah! I'm hanging out with Rob Halford. This is crazy. So I'm still very much Fanboy. As much as I like to play calm, cool, and collected, still very much a Fanboy. The festivals here in Europe are, I don't want to say by far, because then that puts a negative slant on the U.S. festivals, but these festivals over here are certainly the benchmark that people are always trying to mimic, you know. Some great festivals in the States. We got Rock on the Range, Carolina Rebellion. They're doing a couple of new like whiskey, food, and music festivals over there. So they've been paying attention, and those festivals are certainly up there as well. I can't slag a festival, period. Festivals are where I like to play, you know, because then you get a huge, massive crowd out there. It's a big, fun party for everybody. And for me, as a fan, I'm excited. I'm going to see Mastodon today. I got Anthrax coming up, Armored Saints on right now. So it's like I get to work for an hour and then hang out and see all the bands that I want to see. So festivals all the time. Love it.